It's easy to remember God when you're consciously thinking about Him, but I've been wondering, how do I stay connected even when I'm not thinking? Like unconsciously reminded of Allah just by looking at something around me. That's when I get this idea. What if I surround myself with things that are mentioned in the Quran and the Bible? That way, whenever I see them, they just instantly bring me back to think about Allah, to think about the God in my heart. For me, one of those things is actually the olive tree. So I started looking around. I saw one on Facebook Marketplace. It was around like $20. It looks big, but when I got it, I realized it was just 2 years old. It was looks very tiny. Then started searching again, and I found another listing for $30. But the catch was you had to dig it out yourself. I said to myself, I don't mind doing that. So we went there. We got to the place. The seller had about 20 olive trees. So we looked around and found one that really stood out. It was the biggest, the oldest tree out there, and someone had actually tried to cut it down to, make it like a bonsai tree at some point. So we liked that tree. This tree was very unique. And I looked at it and I said, that's the one, let's dig it out. So we started digging. After 30 minutes and after 1 hour, the tree didn't move at all. And my wife told me, she said, let's just go back, it's too hard, it's not gonna work. And honestly, I felt the same way at that time. Then I said, no, let's just continue doing that. I said Bismillah, and we kept going. Eventually, I struck a massive root. I found it. We keep digging, and slowly the tree started to loosen. So I was very happy. So after 2 hours of digging, sweating, tired, and we finally got it out. The trunk and root was so huge, it just barely fit into my small car, Toyota Corolla. And we put it in the trunk. So we tied down and then we drove home and then we planted in my house. Now look at it, subhanallah, it's amazing, it's beautiful, and I couldn't be happier. Every time I look at this tree, it reminds me of God, it reminds me of Allah. I feel peace, I feel calm, I feel joy. The best part is that this will definitely remind me unconsciously about Allah, about God. And I hope that it grows strong and healthy, inshallah. If you know anything about the olive tree, I would love to get your thoughts. By looking at this tree, comparing with the 2 year old and this one, how old do you think it is? I'm guessing at this point, this is like maybe 10 to 15 years old, but let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. May Allah remind us of Him in every single thing we do. Looking at the sky, looking at the birds, looking at the tree. This is one of the elements that I hope brings a new perspective in your life too. Thanks for watching. Take care.